everyone, thank you for tuning in today. My name is Ryan Wismar from WalkerTapeConverting.com. Today we're going to talk about how to give your tape the best chances for success. So today we're going to be talking about storage, surface area, and application, and things that you need to do to help maximize the performance of the tape and give yourself the best chances of success. First, we're going to talk about how to store your tape properly. You're going to want to contact us for each individual tape because certain tapes might be more sensitive than others. But as a general rule, here are a few things that you can do to maximize the performance of your tape and give yourself the best chances of success. A temperature-controlled environment is very important because you want to prevent your tape from getting hot and cold and going back and forth as much as possible because that can compromise the adhesive. The second thing is you want to keep your tape out of the sun. You want to prevent UV exposure as much as possible because that can also compromise the hold. If you feel like your tape's gotten too hot or too cold, or if it's been left in the sun accidentally, if you feel like it could be compromised for any reason, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd be happy to get a sample and test it to confirm if it's still good. So the second thing we want to talk about to maximize your chances of success is preparing the surface properly, the surface you're going to stick the tape to properly. For the vast majority of the tapes in the world, if the surface is compromised in any way with dust, any contaminants like oils, dirt, all of these things can cause the tapes to fail. Even oils from your skin, from you touching the surface first before you're putting the tape on, the oils from your skin could cause the tape to fail. So it's very important that you prepare that surface first before applying the tape, especially in really high critical applications. 99% alcohol is probably the best for this. It dries really fast, leaves no oils behind, and is a very good remover for all sorts of things like dirt, dust, and oils. 92% alcohol is okay. Anything below that I wouldn't recommend. There's too much water, it takes too long to evaporate. 99% is the most ideal. Next, we're going to talk about the application process. Depending on your project, the application process might be a little bit different, so you're going to want to reach out to us to discuss that a little bit further. However, things that you're going to want to do no matter what the application are, you're going to want to make sure your hands are clean of any contaminants. You're going to want to make sure that there's as little oils on your hands as possible, so you're going to want to make sure you don't have any lotions. You're going to want to make sure you wash your hands first before you apply. The second thing I want to talk about is after you've applied the tape, you're going to want to make sure you put a firm amount of pressure down. It's a pressure-sensitive adhesive, so the more pressure you put down, the firmer the hold is going to be. The third important thing I want to cover is after you've applied the adhesive, you're going to want to give it time to set. Depending on how critical your application is and how heavy the object is you're trying to tape on, you're going to want to give it 24, 48, or 72 hours to cure before applying it to anything with weight or anything that might cause the tape to fail. Most people don't know this, but it takes 24 hours for an 80% cure of most acrylic and silicone tapes. So at 24 hours, you're going to get an 80% hold. At 48 hours, you're going to get a 90% hold. And at 72 hours is when that tape is going to have its maximum 100% hold strength. So depending on how critical your application is, you're going to want to wait up to 72 hours if it's super critical. And if it's not that difficult of a hold, you might be able to use it right away. Those are three great tips to ensure that you're going to have the best success with the tape that you're using. However, the most critical thing is that you reach out to a professional, discuss your project, and make sure that you're using the right tape for your project. To talk to us about a project you're working on or any more information you might be interested in, please visit WalkerTapeConverting.com.